Hey guys, welcome back to another deep dive video. Today we have a new challenger who enters the Jungle Cup and just conquers the rest of them. This challenger was never thought to ever be in the Jungle Cup, but because of Niantic's move change, he has come and creeped himself to the top. He is amazing against Vigoroth. He's amazing against Noctowl. Today we are going to be talking about Wigglytuff. With the new moveset added, Charm, it makes Wigglytuff one of the main competitors in the Jungle Cup meta. Charm is a very fast move, the very first very fast move to ever be in Pokemon Go. I'm not going to get into the statistics of exactly what Charm is, but the best way to describe it is that it is a Razor Leaf with Fairy typing. Before we get into the video, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all PvP and Silph Arena content. Now on to the video. Wigglytuff has a unique typing of Normal and Fairy. And what does that mean? Just like Girafarig, he is going to be taking neutral damage from fighting type moves. Now, who are we referring to? Obviously, we're talking about Vigoroth. Wigglytuff is not just amazing because he beats the king of the jungle, Vigoroth. He also goes head to head against Noctowl. He also does very well against the bug types. That is what is going to make Wigglytuff such an amazing contributor to the Jungle Cup. For fast moves, Wigglytuff is going to have Feint Attack, Pound, and of course the newly improved move, Charm. Before Charm, Wigglytuff wasn't even a part of the meta, so we know that Charm is going to be the moveset of choice. With Charm being such a hard-hitting fast move and also having Stab due to Wigglytuff's typing, it is a no-brainer that we are going to be using Charm as the fast move. In terms of charge moves, Wigglytuff is going to have access to Dazzling Gleam, Hyper Beam, Ice Beam, and of course, Play Rough. Dazzling Gleam we're going to take off the table just because we know Play Rough is going to be the better move. Yes, we know Dazzling Gleam hits harder, but Play Rough requires less energy, and sometimes less energy moves are better to have in PvP. Also, we're going to be removing Hyper Beam because Hyper Beam is not the greatest move and also requires a lot of energy. And the problem with Charm is that it doesn't charge as fast. Move set of choice we're going to leave are going to be the two remaining is going to be Play Rough and Ice Beam. Ice Beam to be able to have that grass and flyer counter, and of course Play Rough to be that hard-hitting stab damage charge move. Make sure you listen up to what Wigglytuff's key matchups are because it is capable of taking down both Vigoroth and Noctowl. Wigglytuff does not win by a lot, but the fact that he is able to beat two of the most commonly high-end meta Pokemon, it makes Wigglytuff an amazing contender to be on your team. Not to mention he's also going to be able to beat the rock boys like Alolan Golem, Alolan Graveler, and like I said, the flyers. And this includes the bug flyers. Now we're going to be going to Wigglytuff's main counters. Wigglytuff, yes, will beat the bug flyers, but you have to be careful against the bug poison types, and you also have to be careful against the bug steel types. Yes, the bug steel types are going to include Scizor and Fortress. The fact that Wigglytuff is now put into the meta is going to make Fortress and Scizor a lot more viable to have in your team. The reason for this is because Wigglytuff being a fairy type makes him weak to both steel and poison typing. Remember, even with Ice Beam, you are still going to lose to Venusaur, Fortress, Beedrill, and also Venomoth. So make sure to know your typings. Shout out Juma Banks. Now when using Wigglytuff on your team of 3, it might be a little bit complicated due to his typing. But a Pokemon that would pair very well with your Wigglytuff would be a Confusion user. And you know the Confusion user I have of choice is going to be Venomoth. Venomoth, we all know, is my favorite Confusion user in the Jungle Cup. Doing this will be able to have more coverage against those poison types. Another thing is the fact that Venomoth would also take down the poison types, but also be able to go head to head against Vigoroth. Speaking about Vigoroth, Vigoroth would be a great third Pokemon to have in your lineup of 3. if you're not interested in using Vigoroth or you're not interested in using Venomoth, a flyer would also be a great choice to have on your team of 3. That way you can be able to cover yourself from the bug steel types. With our analysis over, let's go on to some battles and let's see how well we do. Now on to some battles, and we're going to be going up against Big Rich 420. We're going to be starting off with our Wigglytuff, and he's going to be starting off with his Noctowl. We're like, no problem. That Charm is going to go to work here. Charm is just does so much damage. It's exactly like Razor Leaf, but with a fairy typing. Now we're going to just hit that Noctowl, do as much damage as we can, and he's like, okay, no, whoa. I think it was the first time he actually went up against a Wigglytuff, so we completely threw him off. We're like, you know what, no problem, we're staying in here. We're going to hit this Vigoroth with an Ice Beam. We're going to see if we're going to either force a switch here. We're going to get the switch? Sorry, the shield. Ice Beam, and then we end up hitting with an Ice Beam. So now we're like, okay, cool, Charm. Take down the Vigoroth too. And we're like, okay, now what's coming in next? Raichu. And we're like, Charm, Wigglytuff, you did your job here. Like, you did amazing. You took Noctowl to half, finished Vigoroth, and brought Raichu to almost dead. And we're like, wow. I don't know what happened here. Again, guys, these recordings were actually recorded with the old PvP system, so it was a little bit glitchy, and we're like, that's fine. We're going to try to finish off that Raichu. We finish him off, and we have a Leaf Blade, and he has his Noctowl. Now, Noctowl is going to be able to do some serious damage to our Sceptile. And now we're like, okay, we're going to try to get to that next one. We're like, are we going to shield here? No, we're not going to shield here. We're going to take it. He uses a Nightshade. We're like, what? Did he just use Nightshade? I was like, okay, that must have been a mistake. We're like, that's fine. We're using that Leaf Blade on that Noctowl. I know we should have probably went for the Aerial Ace, but we're like, it's okay. Let's just force these shields here. That's all we wanted to do. And now he's going to go in, and he's going to use a Sky Attack. And Sky Attack is going to be able to do some decent damage. But look who we have in the back. We didn't shield there, guys. I don't know why it looked like our Sceptile went back to full health, but we didn't shield there. But it's okay. Now we have our Electivire, and we're going to be hitting him with a Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is going to finish off that Noctowl, and that is going to be the end of round 1. Now we're going to be going into round 2, and we're going to be starting off with our Wigglytuff, and he's going to be starting off with his Scizor. And he's like, I'm like, wow, okay, you know what? Now he's prepared for our Wigglytuff. So Wigglytuff is just going to go to work. Again, remember, he still goes to work here. And we're like, are we going to shield here? And he's going to hit us with an X-Scissor, because we know he has Iron Head, and Iron Head is going to do massive damage to our Wigglytuff. And we're like, that's fine, no problem. We're going to just try to go to work on that Scizor, and we're like, okay, what, this might be an Iron Head. It might be an X-Scissor. We're going to decide not to shield, but it was an Iron Head, and that actually finished off our Wigglytuff. And we're like, hey, what, that's fine. We're okay here, because we still have both our shields. And now we're like, okay, what, we got to finish off that Scizor. We're like, okay, counter, we'll be able to finish off that Scizor? Yes, we will. And now we have a Body Slam ready for whatever's going to come in, and it is going to be his Body Slam. Sorry, yeah, we're going to use Body Slam, and then we're going to, again, with all this lag, it's so hard to keep up, because, again, the old system. Now we're going to be going in and using our counters, and counters are just going to go to work on that Vigoroth, and we're going to get to our Body Slam because we undertapped. The undertapped allowed us to get to our Body Slam before he was able to get it. Now we forced the shield here, and now we're like, you know what, we're going to shield here because we know we're going to be able to finish off that Vigoroth with just counters alone. Now there goes his Vigoroth, and 1 or 2 more counters, there it is, and now we already have another Body Slam for whatever is going to be coming in next, and we're like, okay, wow, it's a Venusaur. We're like, okay, now we are in some problems. What are we going to do here? We're going to keep going in, try to get to another Body Slam. Will we get to this next Body Slam? Will we get to it? We undertap it, and we get to that Body Slam before our Vigoroth goes down. There was some decent damage to that Venusaur, and look who we have in the back. It is our boy Electivire. Now Electivire, we're like, okay, we have to shield here because we know he has Frenzy Plant, and we're like, okay, now shields are down. We're going to be able to get to that Ice Punch. We're going to get here. No, we don't get to that Ice Punch. We're like, what? What just happened? He'll be able to use a Frenzy Plant, and he's going to one-shot that Electivire, and that is going to be the end of round 2. I was so confused how that happened, but it's okay. We're going to be going into round 3 now. We're starting off with our Wigglytuff. You notice here we start with Wigglytuff in all 3 rounds because Wigglytuff is amazing when you have Shield. You're going to be able to just hit hit him with those fast moves, and then you're gonna have those charge moves for the next Pokemon. You're gonna be starting off with his Scizor, and we're like, okay, that's fine. We're waiting to see what he's gonna come back in with. It's gonna be his Venusaur, and we're like, okay, cool, no problem. We're gonna be using trying to get to that Ice Beam, and we're gonna keep hitting him with Charm. Charm is gonna be able to do some decent damage to that Venusaur, but he goes with Frenzy Plant because I counted those fast moves, and I was like, I'm surprised he didn't go with Sludge Bomb, but it's okay. We're gonna be hitting with Charm, and we're smashing the Ice Beam. We're smashing the Ice Beam. Again, proof here that the old system was broken. Now, we're gonna be hitting with an Ice Beam, and we're gonna be able to finish off that Venusaur, and now we're trying to get to see what's gonna be next. It's gonna be his Vigoroth. Now we're like, Vigoroth, cool, no problem. We're like, can we get to another Ice Beam? I think we can. We're like, okay, Body Slam, we're shielding, and now we're gonna try to get to that Ice Beam. Are we gonna get to it? Are we gonna get to it? Are we gonna get to it? We will get to it. We got to it, and we're like, awesome. Ice Beam is gonna go off. I think he tried to J farm us, and we're like, you cannot J farm us, and we're like, that's fine. Our Wigglytuff goes down. We were able to hit him with a counter, and right now he's gonna be hitting us with Body Slam, and we know that Vigoroth is full of energy, and we're like, this is great. We're gonna be able to just finish him off with just counters alone. Now we're waiting to see what's gonna come in, and whatever comes in, we're gonna be hitting with a Body Slam, and we're like, oh man, he has X-Scissor with a full of energy, and he's gonna be hitting us with Iron Head. Is that gonna finish off our Vigoroth? Yes, it will. And now we're gonna be going in with our Electivire, and remember, guys, shields are down. We're like, oh, okay, now we have some serious problems. We're gonna have to finish off that Scizor. We have to force that shield, and now we're like, okay, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna get hit by an Iron Head, and Iron Head's gonna be able to do some massive damage. And we're like, can we get to this Thunder Punch? We get to that Thunder Punch, and we're like, that's fine. We're gonna be hit with that Thunder Punch, and we're gonna be finishing off that Scizor, and that's gonna be the end of round 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of Electivire. Again, remember, he is a little squishy, so be careful when using him. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.